short wall. The serve is extremely, you can make points off your serve a lot easier in short wall.
Absolutely.
7 serving 2. Oh, that's a good serve.
Oh,
8-2. Wow, and what a fast start he's getting off to today as opposed to yesterday.
seeing the ball like a watermelon right now. Even with his partner missing it, him prepped and ready, locked in is what he is. Yep. And that's good on Rodrigo. Just kept it in play. Good angles. It started with Alvaro really jamming with the overhead that looks like it's up but kind of chicken wings him. But he kept on producing a better angle until he got what he wanted. Good side out, a much needed timeout as we're at 2 serving 8.
Beautiful. I think to get back in this match, and Lalo, he'll give up the front. I think Javier needs to stay in the front and control the volley. Oh, he took the front right there. I love it.
Oh.
They'll get a hinder for that.
Yeah, just a replay there. And fortunate because that is a Rodrigo Montoya ball. So out here, the left wall is traditionally going to be a setup for the guy on the right. And for the ball coming off the right will be for the left-sided player.
Beautiful. And that's, as I'm watching the first couple of points, Brian, I think the battle for the front between Portillo and Moore is going to make a big difference in who's going to come out in this match.
Absolutely, and it's very, very much so to your point. That's what it is also as well in the indoor. But these are big-bodied people. These are not, Rodrigo would be typically what we see, but the other 3 are big-bodied people, so they take up a lot of real estate.
Just too good.
This is a fierce Beltran, a guy who's won with 3 different partners, starting with Jason Geis, Rocky Carson. Last time he won was with Daniel De La Rosa.
That's just a nice shot as he used his body and his racket to keep Javier to the right, and he powers the ball down the left side. Just fantastic. The battle, the game within the game is going to be right there. 8 serves 4. Move up, move up.
And it's too good of a shot there coming from the forehand of the Pro Kenix athlete Javier Mar.
10-4.
And it's scary. When you're playing Beltran like this where he's really not missing a whole lot, this is a tough ordeal. This is you have to start playing at a higher level quicker. You can't work your way into this match. It's not one of those scenarios.
What was that?
He called wide.
He called wide. If you're playing on the court and he's shooting like he is right now, you're going to have to use the walls a lot more. Not give him an opportunity to take it right off the wall. You might want to use a high Z on both sides just to make them hit the ball from farther back on the court, because right now they're controlling the front court. We're looking at 4 serves 10. And M squared, they'll stand side to side instead of front and back.
Good get. And one thing that you're going to notice as well is they all shoot amazing, but as far as hitting almost dead center on the racket every time, Lalo is by far and away one of the most flawless strikers of the ball in racquetball.
Nice dig. That's going to travel out. I like the thought process, but that's not his game. It was almost forced.
There's a touch that comes with that lob. You can't strike it like you normally where you're pushing it. It's going to have somewhat of an undercut slice to it.
Just long. I thought it was just long. Munoz called it good. They're going to appeal.
1 up, 1 down. So appeal used, and the call will stand. As maybe it just, and it was close, Mike.
Very
could
close.
have very much caught that line. Could have very much been out.
11-4. I like that shot. I like that shot. 12-4. Beltran, Portillo. I don't even see a weak spot right now.
Nope. And I think that's what Rodrigo says as he calls for a timeout here, which is a good idea to kind of go ahead and give us some time to thank our sponsors for this event. We had LPL Financial with Roscoe Halsey and Jason Hupp. Obviously, one of our big-time sponsors here, KWM Gutterman and Keith Miner and everything he does for racquetball, as well as AGE Solutions, 3WallBall, and, of course, we had the inaugural WTR, the World Team Racquetball, that happened on Tuesday and Wednesday leading up to this event. The addition to the 15th year, saying hello and congratulations, getting a big, nice hug right now from women's professional doubles champion Michelle Key. But the World Team Racquetball, we had 4 teams vying for $10,000 prize purse. Each of these 4 owners in Keith Miner, Mike Martinez, Mike Kinkin of Team Dovetail, and Abel Perez with Team Eve Genesis. It was a 6-figure sum they came together to put everything on, to have these players in and on time and have coaches and a whole new format. And as the court that you see you haven't seen in the first 14 years, the repainting of the walls and all of this, they've really just done a great job of conceptualizing what could be great for racquetball, Mike.
I think they're going to continue the whole team concept, and it'll evolve and it'll get better. But it was terrific. Team Dovetail taking that event, correct?
Mm-hmm. And obviously, that platform couldn't have been provided for those team owners without the first 14 years of this vision by Mike Coulter and a lot of his team. It's not. He even said it's not just one person. It's a lot of people that have made this happen, and so there's a lot of sponsors and support, and obviously a big part of it is the people watching in and traveling in the amateur divisions, in the handball and the paddleball.
Absolutely.
So a lot of thanks to give for everything that's done for these for what this year was a 6-day event.
Oh, he missed it, but that was an incredible volley. They had Montoya parked out on the 1-wall court over there as they kept going out the door on the short wall, and he just put it back, kept them in the volley. But they're serving at 4-13, first server. This is a whole production. It just doesn't, these walls don't just pop up when people get here. No question about that. Nice dig.
Tough angle. A little miscommunication there, like we said earlier. The right side wall, any ball that comes off should be for the left-handed side players who traditionally is going to be right-handed. It should be a forehand setup.
But it's not instinctual yet for some of the people that play indoor mostly. And that ball's put down in the floor. They can't afford that. We're looking at 5-13, second serve. More in the box. Love the aggressiveness. I just love the aggressiveness. It's a big deal in short wall to own that front and to put the other team on defense. Look where he's hitting those balls from. That was a nice shot. But Portillo and Beltran both had opportunities to put that ball away, and more times than not, they're going to. So they get away with that. 13-5. Another unforced error, 5-13. Let's see if they can mount some sort of offense here.
Yeah, absolutely. The timeout has been it's been good. Might have been a little too late, but so far the timeout has shifted what was happening in this game number 1. And just about, I'd say, a good 6 inches out. Just barely misses that lob. Adds another point to the Montoya focus here. 6 serving 13.
Oh, don't let that ball bounce.
And that's so good on Montoya because Beltran gets a great look at it. Very smart shot to go down the line. The splat out on these courts is tempting, but plays it smart, and Montoya handles it well with a great reach, great positioning, and then it ends in a freebie. So smart timeout from Beltran and Portillo as they sense a shift in this game number 1. Timeout called at 7:13.
We'll take a quick break.
Should we? Let's do it. We'll be right back, guys.
All right.
Racquetball is a sport that can be played by people of all ages and skill levels. Approximately 20 million people representing 95 countries play the sport today. Racquetball is fun. It is an incredible workout, a dynamic activity, and it can be played indoor or outdoor. Racquetball events are social gatherings that bring people together and where lifelong friendships are made. Are you interested in joining the racquetball community? Check out usaracquetball.com for more information.
And welcome back, everybody, after timeout number 1 in game number 1 of the 2024 3WallBall World Championships. This is the men's pro doubles finals that you're watching. I'm Brian Pineda, joined with my host, Mike D. And it's been an interesting start, a runaway by Beltran and Lalo, and now a shift in the tides as Montoya and Mar host a comeback.
8-13. Quietly trying to get back in this match. First server. Attack that. No.
It's a great angle.
Are they going to give him the...
It's a 50-50. You know, you're dealing with someone who's got a condor-like reach in Javier Mar. Great angle from Beltran. That's what makes it tough. It's a very good angle, but I believe
they
he can get a racket on it. So replay, 8-13.
Outside. And just like that, Brian, 9-13 first person. And what happens is you start to tense up and you start playing more conservatively even though you have the lead. And the other team, they're like, heck, we were down 10. We're just going to – they're in a free flow of just shooting. So – and they're on the first serve. So we're looking at 9-13. We got a game. In the beginning, it didn't look like we were going to be out here more than 3-4 minutes for the first game.
Right. And another sailed ball will add to their total. They finally reached double digits, 10 serving 13. An amazing 9-point comeback here in game number 1. And racquetball it's a lot about the ebb and flow, and can you ride the wave, especially in doubles, it will usually be riding the wave of your partner.
Nice dig. Just fantastic right there. You need the veteran. Again, he's crafty and he shoots those shots at the times you need it. They really needed it right there.
Beltran on a different boulevard of Las Vegas from where he shot that ball. Oh,
wow. And that's what the veteran pulls out a shot, and then Portillo on the next shot pulls out a shot like that, and just like that, it's side out at 13-10.
Great customer service support there from Lalo Portillo.
Oh, I love that serve. Go get it. Don't let it bounce like that. Outside.
That's a tough ball to let go.
Yes.
Really tough ball, maybe 2-3 inches past the line there. Great instincts there from Mar.
But that point was lost before when that shot that was literally softballed up and he came back instead of taking it off the wall. Wow, that shot was very close to being short.
Great body jam shot there. They're going to look for an appeal on the serve. It looked good from up here, Mike. And both linesmen agree. Appeal lost. So we have our first game point here, number 1. Coming from second server, Alvaro Beltran on the right side. Should be 14, serving 10.
She's adjusting it right now.
Wow.
He calls a hinder. Alvaro is moving so well. I just have to say that because I've been coming and watching. This year, he's moving so much better than he has in the previous 2 or 3 years. I mean, it's quite obvious. He's dropped about 25 pounds. He's got a lot of energy.
And I've heard that a lot from players and fans who've been watching throughout the weekend, going up to them in person. And they said this is like a Beltran we haven't seen in a few years. And that's game number 1 from a winner from Lalo Portillo. Him and Alvaro Beltran take a the first game, 15-10, Mike. And I think we'll take a quick break.
We will, but I want to say this before we take a break. They came back. So I think they feel much better in the second game that they have an opportunity because they fell way behind and then they sort of figured it out. Let's see if they can continue that momentum into the second game and take this to a tiebreaker. So we'll be back. Stay with us.
And welcome back to the 2024 3WallBall World Championships presented by KWM Gutterman and Host Hotel Casino, the Strat Hotel and Casino here. The action's been brought to us live right across from the Strat on Las Vegas Boulevard, prime time positioning for any event to be had. And I'm Brian Pineda here live and with my co-host, Mikey D. Mikey, what a great comeback, a little too late from Montoya and Mar. How do you feel about the momentum going into game number 2?
Well, as I said to you during the break, I think that Mar and Montoya are going to feel like they have a shot because they did come back. I'd like to see Mar establish himself in the front court, and I'd like to see him drive the ball and drop the ball, use his drive to set up his drop, which I've been seeing. So he just needs to establish himself more in the front court.
Great positioning from Mar. Beltran for sure has a setup. It is a tougher shot to execute, but he's done it pretty much flawlessly outside that time for the first game number 1. So you feel, like you said, a change in atmosphere. Not so dominant as it was in the first game.
That's exactly what they need to do to take this to a tiebreaker. They need to control the front. Javier needs to change pace on the ball. Montoya just needs to power it. Just power the ball and set up your partner.
Great hands from Beltran.
Oh, and a skip on a... oh, that was a good shot.
Good shot, yeah.
Sorry
just a
about
nice
that.
Cutter forehand from Javier Mar.
3-0. That's outside. That was Lalo hit a great shot right there. You know, he looked like he was on defense and he turned it to offense. 0-3.
And a skip there off the frame from Lalo Portillo. If you're just joining us, we want to welcome you. Thank you for tuning in to the LPRT, who's playing host to all your mobile devices or wherever it is that you're streaming from for this men's 2024 final.
But I like the fact that, first of all, there's more pep in his step right here in Moore, and he's established that I'm going to keep the front. And he's not moving. He'll take the hinder outside.
And I like that he put a little pepper on that serve that time, throwing all of his shoulder into it. Beltran did. Got the setup he was looking for and just missed it wide. It's been a well he's gone to multiple times. Has the pinch available, which you're probably reading. I'd like to see him go over his left shoulder on that.
.40. Beautiful backhand. Just pound that ball deep. Beautiful.
There you go, just like you asked for.
That was a miss. That was a beautiful service return on a tough serve. That's an unforced error. And again, he adapts for a young player, Portillo. He adapted here. That is what I have been seeing him do that all weekend with his soft touch, but you can't go to that without setting it up with some power to drive them off the wall. But he's been doing that beautifully all week.
And that's a great mix-up from Beltran. Hasn't used it just yet. So Montoya wasn't quite expecting it. Gets a clean shot, but not enough with it, as Beltran sends that into the left corner for a winner.
We're going to try to get our electronic scoreboard updated. We're at 4 serving 4. Again, it's the electronic stuff is overheated. We're at 4.
.44 here, and yeah, correct, Mike. It's not just the electronics overheating out here. This has been an interesting weekend. We've reached record highs here in Nevada during this time of year, triple digits at certain times, and obviously if you're on the court with these walls, it's even a little bit hotter than it would be if you're just traveling the boulevard of Las Vegas. So it's a real testament to the outdoor elements you won't normally find most outdoor tournaments, let alone at all in indoor.
Brian, I'm a Floridian. And I'm telling you, it's hot. It's really hot here.
That says something.
Oh, that's a great shot. There's that soft touch, but again, it was set up with that beautiful lob. So again, you have to work a point. You just can't say, oh, I'm going to hit this off, I'm going to hit this hard. Work the point. And right now, I'm looking at 4-4 on the board.
So smart. Even smarter. I mean, it's the obvious shot there, you know, especially in these courts. My theory is first thought, best thought. These are quicker courts than your normal outdoor court. Lalo actually went with his secondary shot instead of into the corner there and hit a perfect angle. It's just great presence of mind on the court.
Love the play off the walls. That ball was outside.
It's so funny. Super close because I'm like, wow, did that just catch the line? Being 100 feet away, probably don't have the best scope on the line.
I could
and we're getting
absolutely understand what you're saying, because there's been many times up here that I have said that ball was out. I think I have the best view, and all of a sudden someone's appealing, and I've lost 9 appeals up here myself. So it's just it's interesting. We have a pretty good angle from where we're standing. We're not straight on. We're just a little bit off to the side, but they're right down on the court.
Once again, thanks for tuning in for the 15th year we've been hosting the men's pro doubles finals here on Sunday. We also know it's happening the same time as Football Sunday, NFL Sunday. So we know you're streaming with us. You've got multiple TVs going on. Your favorite team or the team you're mad at is probably playing right now and not doing well or winning. Who knows? Interesting season so far, but we appreciate you guys streaming with us here on the LPRT.
Oh, nice dig.
Oh,
Just you know, he kept that ball on the court, and obviously he hit a backhand or behind the back, but that's not unusual for racquetball players at all. If you're, you know, a casual watcher, you'll be like, oh, how? But the truth of the matter is that's in their repertoire. That's in their bag of shots. The ball comes off so fast, you'll see them hit it between the legs. Whatever they have to do to get the racket back on the ball, bring it to the wall.
smart. Oh.
Just a powerful return. We're looking at 5 serves 4. We're in game 2. Yeah, definitely a hinder. Redo. And just off the side wall, I see Portillo. He's lobbing, but now I think he might be going to that lob a little bit too much, taking out the wow factor of we weren't ready for that. Let's watch as the game goes on.
Gets exactly what he wants there. Sets it up really well with the nice deep, low angle 2-wall off the return of serve. Gets what he wants and comes up just a little shy there. As we sit at 7 serving 5, Montoya serving.
Just out. God, Brian, that hurts.
It does.
It just hurts. It hurts.
Especially when this is a must-win game for Mara Montoya.
And that's a point. And again, I say it a million times, nobody wants to serve it short, wide, out. But in certain situations, just put the ball in play. We're looking, that should be 8-5, correct?
I believe so.
We're showing 7-5. Oh,
Tough.
That ball was good.
You know, one of the famous outdoor players from SoCal, California, hits that shot so well, very Greg Solis-like. Oh.
What a shot.
I want to say hi to all the former champions who are watching out there, especially in the home section of Southern California, and I'm sure the great state of Florida, New York, Detroit, Texas, Tennessee, all famous areas for outdoor.
I'm looking at the score 7-5. Should it be 8-5? Tell me I'm wrong.
I don't want to. I think you're right.
I don't take anything personally. I am married. That's a skip. It's going to stick at 7 serving 5. That ball was good. That ball was good. So we're going to go with 5 serving 7. Beautiful return at 5-7 second person.
Yeah, the footwork there from Lalo is absolutely flawless, and for a guy of his stature and height like a skyscraper, stays down low with the ball.
Short ball, and it's 7-5. I'm sorry, I'm calling 5-7. It's 7-5.
And just an out ball there serves up opportunity for Beltran and Montoya to score another. And now we're tied up at 8, serving 8.
Oh, nice dig. Oh, nice dig. And I get nervous when he dives like that. Don't do that. Well, I was here when he hurt his elbow, and it was a